Good morning, everybody. This video is gonna be kind of out of the ordinary for me. As you've noticed, I've changed my logo on my channel. I changed the name, and I've stopped doing videos like this and started doing more AI generated videos. So I watched this video about 2 days ago, and I've been thinking about this video for a while. And I think it's the right time for me to do this video. Normally I don't have a format for really making my videos. However, this time I stepped outside my normal and wanted to answer some questions. So like I said, I've been thinking about this for a couple of days. So, and then I'm going to post the video also on my channel. And I would ask that, I would ask for dialogue. Because, it is what it is. But, so I'm going to get into this. And I'm going to try to make this small intro video as short as possible. I'm not timing it, of course. However, I am going to go through it. Okay. So I sat up here and I jotted down some stuff, and I'm going to read from the paper that I wrote it on. There's a lot of stuff in this book, and okay. So the first question is, why did I start creating videos? One, because I was interested. And the second reason is I thought that I had something that people might want to hear. And I was trying to show that two things can be true at the same time. And what is a person's individual responsibility in regards to any particular situation. Meaning someone may have an opinion, however, you may agree or disagree respectfully, only to continue the conversation to find a common that we can agree on and build on. This kind of the reason why I started creating videos, is to start a conversation, which the intent of a conversation normally is to find a common ground between the two opposing sides and be able to build off the commonality between them. That's being social and civil. Second question is, what is my goal? I said, my goals are very simple: to serve, to help, and to show example. Anybody that knows me knows that, and they probably can justify with me. They can see that my goals are the kind of the way that I carry myself. I am never meant to be offensive. I just see things in different perspectives, a lot of different perspectives. That gives me empathy and grace. So that was the second question. What is my goal? to serve, to help, and to show example. The third question is, and this one is I think is a good one also. It kind of defines the purpose. What do I believe? The first thing I believe that there's good everywhere. And there's good everywhere. As I've said in my previous videos, I'm 51 years old. I'm a military vet. I honorably served for on or about 10 years. I also have been through some things in my life, and I've learned from those things, which in my belief, that's what life is. It's a learning experience. So everyone has a part to play, and until we realize that part, that we all have a part to play individually as a member of the whole, and not seek to find and build that common goal, there will be this senseless confusion. I believe that if there's no direction, it sows confusion within the people that's actually searching. Okay. So I will go on to say that there's too much of the spoken word. There's almost too much of the spoken word. I agree, but. I agree, but means that there's a retort to the commonality between us. When that should not be the case. The commonality is what binds us. The commonality is the thing that we should be focusing on to build on. We have more in common as human beings. You notice I said human beings. I didn't say black, white, male, female. I didn't say Hindu. I didn't say German. I didn't say American. I didn't say Latin. I didn't say from the Orient. And I apologize if I call it wrong. I said as human beings. It's the commonality that binds us and keeps us strong. Search the commonality first, not after the boil has started, because then there's too much steam. The steam blinds us from amongst us as humans, and exposes, highlights, and brightens the divide between us. I think you get the meaning. I think you get the meaning. That is very important. That we don't allow the steam from the boil, from moving away from the commonality. We don't allow the steam to overshadow the commonality between us. Because that's where our strength lies as a people of this earth. And when you go away from the commonality, that's where the confusion starts. And as you go down that rabbit hole, it exposes and highlights and brightens the wrong side of it, of the equation. And the gravitation toward that, because it's in your face, causes people to accept it. The fourth question is, why do I not partake in political commentary? This one may be a touchy one also. However, I made a comment on a YouTube video that said nothing is perfect. And I put emphasis on the word perfect because words have meaning. They definitely do. Perfect means that there's no way forward or backwards or side to side. That means there's no space between. Nothing is perfect, so there's space. That's where commonality lives. Because words have meaning in that two things could be true at the same time. My comment said, is there no space between the two sides if nothing is perfect? That was my comment. In my belief, there's a gem and a mindset attached. And maybe that gem is happening right in front of our faces. But we can't see it because of this thing. I am optimistic. That question says a lot, as well as the words, I am optimistic, which means I have hope, not condemnation. And number 5, I'm going to post this video. I'm going to post this video and I'm going to ask you to watch this video with open eyes and ears and find the things that make us human, cumulatively and collectively, that makes us stronger, and see in a far distance this thing that separates us all from each other. We need each other. I mean this from the top down and from the bottom up. We have more in common as human beings than we have differences. I'm just asking you to think a little bit. Holla.